Gigi Datome, exactly same way. If you are shooting 1-on-0, if they are shooting 2-on-0, if you prepare breakdown 3-on-0, your guard has to use all these fakes and then change the speed with 100%. Then the accuracy is gonna come. And then after, as you see, rest is reading the defense. One more example. Watch. This is, I'll show you some different players also using this a lot. And hands on the knee. Watch. It's like he has no relation with that pattern, with that set play. He's going to rest on that position because whatever reason is. And his defender, I don't know if you can figure out, his head is right now just focusing the rest of the court. He doesn't care about JC Carroll because JC Carroll hands on his knees. This is why he's watching. And watch now. Boom. Change the speed. Player is already ready. He knows, and the rest of the team knows that screen is coming for him. But he convinced his defender that he's not going to use himself as a score option. And then boom, 100, 0 to 100. But he used his body, he used body language, even little mimics as fake. Another example, one more time. Watch JC Carroll on the corner, hands on knee, and he's working literally on this. In the practice, puts his hands on knee, wait like this, and then change the speed. Watch, his defender watching one eye, but he's already late. Boom, changing the speed. Shot. Now, another example that I showed you in the beginning, if you remember, same action, elevator for Melih Mahmutoğlu to have 0 to 100. Now, same action that he used this one-step fake and changing the speed. And over here, as you see, he is walking to opposite like he has no relation with that action. Watch. From here, just walking. This is part of the fake. And we work with Melih and the rest of the guards that I already mentioned you, the names. We work exactly on 1-on-0 or 2-on-0 in this way. So he starts working over here, walking over here, and then 100% changing the speed. This is game situation. So whatever off screen, this is part of fundamental. You put your body, you exercise faking over here. And then boom, change the speed. Another example. Now our opposition, Alba Berlin, which I believe one of the very good team. I enjoy a lot watching them, to be honest, because they, as a team, they play together. They share the ball, they move together, they move without ball, excellent. And they use the fakes, excellent. What I mean, as a team, they move together and move without ball together. I'll give you an example. This is not a random action. This is set plays. Coaches, please pay attention on this. Watch now. Fake. 4 men going like away pick over here. And by the same time, he's showing like he's going to use that player. Peyton Siva, watch like he's going to use that player. He needs to go in. And same time, 5-man turns. And this player coming is just fake, guys. And then after, boom, using the screen and he's coming on. So 1-2 step going in, like they don't care about these two players and they will produce from this action. No. Gudaitis, Giedraitis, shot. Now, another example of body language. Watch, fake. They know the preparation is between those two players. Same action. The player come off. So pass back. Now it's matter of reading. Watch the player body language. He calls him like he's going to set the screen. But main purpose is over here. To make him cut and pop out this player to have. So a few sections later, let's say titles later, I'll talk about being a screener. It's very crucial as an off-screen player, use your body to set a good screen to create option for you. But as I said before, that was fake and down pick for shooter. But now he goes in, and the way he goes in, he's walking again inside. He prepares, walk, And again, previous detail, taking contact. He goes to his own player, his contact with his own player. Now he turns, set the screen, and there you go. It's shot for Marcus Ericsson. Now, I call it gear up, gear down because we talk about going 0 to 100 kilometers, right? And then we talk about taking contact. And then now we'll talk about changing the pace of the player. And this is going to give an advantage a player a lot, even drawing a foul. Like over here, an example. Now, Melih Mahmutoğlu starts. This is one of the base out of bounds that we use. Curls in, big man pop out. Now, the action is over here. Choosing for the player, but Melih Mahmutoğlu goes in. First, watch his first step now. First step and he stops. So 100, let's say right now, 10, 20 kilometers. And immediately stop. So takes the contact. Now he has an advantage. He takes the contact so he can act like he wants, and then his defender is going to react depending on that. So already he has that advantage. And what we say now, 0 to 40 or to 20, and then stop, take this player. And then again, 0 to 100, and they create separation to dunk. And we work on this. One more time, coaches, we work on this structure. This is not a random action. Every practice, end of practice, or we do breakdown, we work on this. So Melih Mahmutoğlu, before doing this action, in the practice 2-on-0, 3-on-0, or 1-on-0, we work on this. Go, stop, and by the same time, change the speed, come out to shoot, and next player slip after that. So we don't say, Melih, come over here. You go for the screen, so 4 men here, 2 men here. You come off the screen, you slip down. Coach, pass to him, he dunk. No. We do this. You run, stop. You wait for the screen, you change 100%, and then you sleep. Now, again, gear up, gear down. With one of the very good example, watch JC Carroll right now over here. I go slow motion of it. From 0, he goes, let's say 40 kilometers. 40 to 0, he stopped, and immediately 0 to 100, changing the speed. Boom, shot. Now another example. Again, talking about our player, Melih Mahmutoğlu. So this is preparation. We send him down below. So 4 men and 5 men having a way stagger for him. Watch his defender, chasing him. So he start, change the speed, immediately in the middle of the way he stopped. And this contact is normally a foul. But referee, as you see over here, he's watching something else. Okay, this is referee's problem. Another discussion, another section, let's say, to talk. But over here, sprint, stop, this is already foul. Okay, then after, whatever happens, again, you have an advantage because you have the contact. Now you are acting, he has to react. Then continuation, whatever you play, is our concern right now to show this gear up, gear down. Now, again, same action, gear up, gear down, let's say, for Boboa. So Boboa start over here, simple double exit action. He's starting from 45. Change the speed, going underneath from 40 kilometers. He stopped over there. Right now, he's 0 kilometers. He already take the contact, and this is foul. This is foul. And I'm telling you, 7 out of 10 times, it's going to be foul. So teaching this to your player is very important. So change the speed, stop, take the player behind you, take the contact, most probably foul. If not, still you have an advantage because you are acting, your defender reacting. You take him behind you. Hop, and now, again, changing the speed for shot. And combining the titles we had previously, right now combining the titles we had previously, I need to say that it's really important changing the speed and very important using the fakes. Then after we talk about taking contact and changing the speed, changing the pace, let's say we named it gear up, gear down. And right now to combine it, it's like, again, I'm going to go to the coaches, let's say, priorities. Some of the coaches really pay attention a lot to have in their pick and roll game one ball screen big man to be able to set 2 times, 3 times ball screen to create the defensive rotations 2, 3 times to push the defense to a rotation, and then to make the final decision that probably defense will be lost after the 3rd ball screen of the big man. But you need endurance of your player, big man, to go 1 screen, roll down, coming back, another screen, roll down, another screen, roll down, and finally make the right decision after having 3 ball screen action. So what I'm saying is right now you need your off-screen player, shooter, let's say, to have the same attitude, same endurance on the court, doing 2, 3 action, but still stay alive, still to have power to have that final shot. How to do that? Of course, you need to load all these fundamentals that we already said, and you need to work on all these patterns until the end. So it's not really enough to work all these footworks, handworks, hip works, body works, fakes. It's not particularly working single actions enough. You need to work all these combined actions with the players. So watch J.C. Carroll right now over here. He will start action from here, going all the way over there, and then coming back, and then he will take jumping as high as possible to take that shot. Watch now. From here, triple screen, he curves off. This is preparation for his main screen action. Now, again, I go back to fundamentals that he goes 0 speed, and then he takes the contact, and he goes to 100 kilometers. But before that, he goes from here to there, prepare himself, and come back. Another example, again, giving J.C. Carroll over here, using triple screen, curling all the way in. Watch his speed, 100 kilometers run, 0 contact, and again 100 kilometers to take the shot. And boom. Different player. Now I'm going to talk about Melih Mahmutoğlu. These are the patterns that we prepare for the players. End of the day, we trust the player's endurance, but it's important to load these to player. So player has to work on this also, this action, doing 1 cut and then another and coming for the shot. And which we do with our off-screen players as well. So pass, come off stagger, fake action, another down pick for 4-man, and then player prepare himself and come off to shoot. No shot, be patient, wait for the screen, early reaction, make the decision. You try to have perfect spacing on the court and read the defense and moving the ball. Another example, again, having Boboa, goes in, fake and comes out, pass, no shot, pass back, wait for the screen, change the speed, 100 kilometers, read the defense, go for the shot. So using the off screens, if you trust the players, after loading all these details, you give that 1, 2, 3 action, like you give your ball screen big man, having first ball screen, second ball screen, and then third ball screen to make the rotation lost on defensively and then find the right solution. Now, bottom line, I want to finish this topic with the reading the defense, because all these fundamental details, all these combinations brings another title, reading the defense. The more you work with your players, that creates your defense, your players react in the game and practice reading their defense. So pick-to-picker action, ball on low post, and because the defender is chasing is very important. This fundamental I want to focus on. This fundamental, and personally, I am obsessed about that. Anytime I work with our guards, at least 5 to 10 minutes, I work individual tight curl action. What I mean tight curl action? Over here, set the screen or prepare the screen. But after that, stay so close, shoulder to shoulder to big man. And then first thing, to have this foot turning inside and then see. If the defender is going down below, you have pop back to shoot. If you are using this in right way, for sure, it's going to be curl for you. And more important, over here, you will have another action to set the screen to your big man. Imagine now, you have tight curl action. Okay, ball over here. X5 is over there. And your 5-man is setting the screen. And your 3-man is over here. Okay? He had tight curl, comes all the way, set the screen for 5-man. So imagine him going, setting the screen for 5-man after tight curl, and this player chasing him. And 5-man coming for flare for point guard. This is wide open shot for this player. So what I mean, reading the defense is going to create many other options without you drawing the set plays to your players. And then they will start playing by themselves, reacting in a right way. From our game, reading the defense. So again, triple screen, one of the offense they use a lot. Just for your information, they call in Spanish azul, verde, Real Madrid like blue, green, red, rojo, for off-screen actions like stagger screen, triple screen, coming off the stagger. And they like to call in Spanish because even foreigner players goes over there, they most of the time learn Spanish pretty quick. And they think this is advantage for them to verbalize their offenses in a Spanish language. Just a quick note for coaches. So triple screen going in and now coming off stagger and right now reading the defense. But I want to emphasize one point offensively. This is very important and crucial. We teach our players as well. This kind of stagger situations, this defender cheating over makes sense if the second screener is making a flat screen close to sideline. Because if imagine 5-man setting the screen close to sideline, and after 4-man screen, imagine number 9 going over here, and this player running to baseline corner. Then there is no way pop back because this baseline helps us, right? This baseline helps us. There is no room to have pop back. So offensively, it's very important to use your big man to have the right screening position. This is why most of the time we use these actions to have like staggers or turnouts to have finally there is one big man over here or using coaches over here with the right screening angle because it's not enough. Your guard is just running over here and pop back to corner. It's not realistic. You need to teach that. You need to teach that with a right screener, especially baseline cut actions, because in case of cheating, he needs to be able to have enough room to have pop back. So you put either coach over here or another big man to have this, let's say mid post extended screen, and then off-screen player comes off and then pop back in case his defender goes over there. If you remember a few positions before, I showed exactly Melih Mahmutoğlu situation pop back, and the screener was exactly on mid-post level because we never want the second screener to be on baseline because in case of cheating, it's easy to meet with the player over here because there is no room pop back for that player. This is like a, let's say one of the fundamental detail when we set up our offenses, pay attention to have the right spacing and timing for our off-screen player. One more example about reading the defense. So if you remember, third time I'm giving the same elevator action. So we call it also gate action. And over here, Melih Mahmutoğlu defender is Sinan Güler, who played before this year, last 2 years with us. So he knows this offense very well. So with the action, he understands that. Again, I'm going back to the fundamental details that I emphasize. This player, Melih Mahmutoğlu, now slow down, fake, contact with his man, so he is ready to execute it. But he understands the defense is going to cheat down and we'll try to catch him over there. And by the same time, randomly, but happened, big man put his body on this gate action. And this is great advantage for Melih Mahmutoğlu. over here. This is great advantage for Melih Mahmutoğlu, fake and come over here to shoot because there is nobody to defend him. But another important thing, moving without ball that we talk, for this player to move whenever he sees this action, to move all the way up to corner. Because if he stays over there, imagine he sprint over here, he stays over there, this player can easily defend him. So we teach our player to work on this action. So we create 3-on-0 situation like gate, the defender jumps down below, he sprints over there, so he goes over here. And by the same time, the time he sprint, this player go to corner and there is nobody to help. Reading the defense and moving without ball. Now, about reading the defense, another example. So, coaches, you will see one of the special pattern set plays that we use against specially switching. And we know right now, when we start over here, we know who is going to take the shot. And the person you will see is exactly the person that we want to take the shot. So ball screen happens, they switch. So we pass the ball over here and same time, watch Gigi Datome, footwork and timing. He's reading the defense now. Defense drop and flash over here. So this is the one of the offense that we create, especially against switch defense. And many of the teams realize that now, and I don't see any reason to share this because end of the day, it's important how we execute it with the right timing and a sector. So we know that they switch and front. The time they switch with 5 men and they front, they need to come with this player for the lob pass, right? So we want to hit this player over here. And we know that this player drop. The time he dropped, this is time for this player to sprint. But this player goes from 0 to 100, gentlemen, to take the shot. And same time, move and move. So we know that that player is going to take the shot. Here's the purpose. Exactly same action. Run, front. So weak side player, drop. We pass the strong side player and weak side Gigi Datome is ready. Watch Gigi Datome timing. Watch. He prepared himself. Now, no contact, ball, ready for lob pass. Flash, catch and shot. Same time, even late timing should have been earlier because catch and he will be wide open also if you catch him on the time and shot. So reading the defense, moving without ball is the most crucial thing. Again, about reading the defense, many of the teams use that. And I'll be honest, I think we are one of the first teams start using this as a principle. Anytime we had this situation, we want to use these flares and dumping situations from many, many years, really. But over here, the action, you have one shooter, and it's important, again, moving without ball and being a screener to create shot option for yourself. So you have 2 screeners, and watch Gigi Datome showing this player to wait for the right timing. So communication between the players. Slow down, slow down. He says, wait, wait, wait. He waits. Now he calls the screen. He comes, he waits for the screen and change the speed, but more important, screen and slip. And we work on all these actions. So you create 3-on-0 breakdowns or 2-on-0 that your coach is over here, and you leave to your players about that timing. And you put your coaches over there, and your coaches are free to react however the position is. And then they go for one-touch shot if possible. Or you play 3-on-3 breakdown of this. Now, another example, I'm not going to talk about the set play one more time. This is one of the set play we use. But the main thing is over here. So turnout and flare. You use off screens, right? Set a solid screen coming off turnout. So we want actually this player making a mistake. He should have turned because already got the advantage. He should have turned and go to basket till the end, because if he goes, this is dunk for him. But anyway, continuation, baseline attack, and watch weak side play now. Now he's screener, as we talked, moving without ball, setting the screen, and this player changing the speed. And that creates switch and basket cut. And one of the important detail for the ball handlers, whenever you attack, and we teach this to our players, and we really very, very, very strict about that, but still we have many problems that these players are not executing that in the right way. that they are not stopping. The penetrators attack, stop, and make the decision. See the court and make the decision. No rush. Okay, another example. Reading the defense. So, stagger coming. Fernando De Colo. He's coming off stagger. Now, please watch Gigi Datome. This is just reading the defense and moving without ball. So, as an off-screen player, you improve this instinct action. Okay, he catch, move without ball, sprint with the time of the catch. So, time of the catch, he sees the player penetrate and he starts sprinting. So, another drill for the players. End of the practice or in the morning individual practice you do. Your player come and as a coach you start attacking. He just move wherever you move. You are over here. He just move wherever you attack. He goes over here, over there, but sprint and with the right timing. You start penetrating, he start moving. 100% from 0 to 100 to have the shot. Nothing happened. Watch the continuation. Now again, watch Gigi Datome, please. Ball is over here. Ball coming into middle. So from 0 to 100, preparing position. From 0 to 100, going back to corner, moving without ball. So until now, this is what I said about endurance. So maybe I am pronouncing wrong, not endurance. So it's like a player doing again and again and again. So one more cut, one more sprint, comes up. Penetration into middle. Again, for the right spacing, he sprints up. And again, Kalinic reading that this player jump, so he doesn't need to set flare to that player. Reading the game and he's setting his screen to his own man and he's just keep moving. Third time, sprinting. Third time, 0 to 100. And jump. So, till over here, I try to explain off-screen fundamental details. And I'm just gonna go back, coaches. I'm gonna skip. I finished this part. Just I will show you one thing that I'm obsessed with: pick and pop situation. That small, let's say, fundamental footwork that I want to share with you. Then after I have some set plays and a base and side out of bounds. So if our time is over, I can finish. Or if you want to go on, we can go on, however you want.
No, I think it's good. You can keep going on.
Is there any question until over here, coaches?
If there are any questions, let me know, coaches.
I got one question from Behnam, if I am correct. Thank you very much. What about teaching defense? I think this is the end of the actions. It is out of subject, but please, what software do you use for drawing on the movie? I didn't understand teaching what is that? Defense? Probably you are talking about defense. Please specify that, dear Behnam, or you can open your microphone and ask. I didn't get the D part, but the software that I have is one XOS Thunder, name of the software, and this is what I show you. Basically, I show the players individual and in the team meetings. So it's very effective to draw, to show the players what they are doing and to explain. Also, we do this work during the halftime. Our home court games, we take our players in the locker room and we are recording the game at the same time. And halftime, we take our players in the locker room, and from the first half, whatever the position is needed to be shown, we will take from our notes and immediately show the players same way. Okay. And teaching the D is totally different case. If I start talking about that, it's a lot of real minutes we need to spend. Let's say talking about defense part, let's put it on another section if it is okay for you, because believe me, different ways to defend it, and I need to talk hours about that. Again, starting with the fundamentals. Okay?
Yes, I think
defense, something else, please let me know.
Yeah, I think it's better to keep going on and finish this topic, and after that, pay attention for questions.
Okay, Behnam already did that, so that means we understand. understood each other. Okay. Now I'm gonna jump to my presentation again, and I'm gonna show what I'm really obsessed. One of the things is shooters footwork. Now I put like pick and pop situation that we use a lot also with our 4-man or 3-man, but many coaches, especially junior programs, on off screens, let's say flare screens or pick and pop situation, they do the players like screen, turn and wait for the ball, or screen and sprint and turn after that. But I think, and I strongly believe, it's very important as a fundamental, right after setting the screen, right after setting the screen, 1-2 step, and then turning to ball is always the advantage. 1-2 step and turn to ball. We work a lot with this with Gigi, and believe me, we talk a lot to how to let's say specify this. He has one idea, I have another idea. We work on that. We watch different players and then discuss. Personally, I like very much talking with players, as I gave you an example that showing videos to each other and then discuss on that, because I learned it more from Coach Obradovic about this, let's say, principle. You learn a lot from the players. Then believe me, more than maybe from the other coaches, because players have their perspective and players have experiencing the things on the court. Something seems very simple to you, but on the court, players executing in and getting a different reaction, and he can convey the feeling or the difficulties, and then you can find a way to fix it together. This is what I believe. So one of the things we do with Gigi is a lot is this screening or any off-screen situation, as you see over here, 1-2, and immediately he turns. So he is ready. If the defender stayed over there, he's ready to turn back for another shot. If defender goes under of the screen, let's say screen is over here, going under the screen, then he is ready to stay over here. If the defender is chasing, he's ready to go over there. As I show you 2 examples before, there was this back screen for him and defender was chasing. He watched the ball, but he stopped over there. There was easy cut through to the basket. So 1-2 step to shoot. I strongly believe. Again, stagger ball screen, 1-2 to have the shot. I'll show you another player, Kyle Korver. And again, I think he's master of it. Same thing, 1-2, immediately turning to ball. You see his defender going under, so immediately stop for the shot. Because we need to understand that many times going under of the defender going under of the screen creates advantage for him as long as this offensive player is not reacting. If he keeps going, he will meet him over there without he touch the ball. So it's important turn and see, and then if needed, come back or just stay over there, because this big man is going to nail him and is going to be shot for the play. Now on, basically, I finished the fundamental details and the examples that I wanted to give you about teaching part. Now I want to share with you coaches some of the set plays and out of bounds about off screens. I think it's going to be useful. First of all, as a coach, I really believe to follow NBA is giving lots of things. I was not a big fan of NBA before I start working with Coach Obradovic, let's say before last 10 years. And one thing that Coach Obradovic always says, and this is like motto for me, if you want to be the best, you need to learn from the best. And I strongly believe in this. And he always says that in this basketball world, without question, NBA is the best. Whatever we say, end of the day, this is players' league, players make individual decisions, one player game and a second. But beyond that, believe me, I've been over there, worked with different organizations and coaches, and they have great mind for basketball, and they are really working with different details. And they have different counters, and from coaching side, they try to do their best, and they create lots of new ideas. So it's very useful to follow them for the fundamentals, for the offense structures, and for the productivity, I think. So coming over here, some of the set plays I'll show about denying and off screens, like using your guards as a screener also, because many times these kind of shooters coming off the stagger, the defender of that player becomes a deny player, don't give any room. That means this is an offense. Galatasaray team use this as a counter. There is one offense before that. They use straight stagger, but they know the player is denying, so they use the shooter as a screener for 4. And by the same time, again, footwork and fakes. By the same time, foreman is faking like he's going to come up. Watch. He put his leg over here, and that created his defender to come up. Now he come for the screen because his defender is occupied to defend his shooter, because probably coaching staff is saying, don't leave him his shooter. Now back screen and his alley-oop for dunk. Again, ball on low post to create off screen. Another example from our game. Watch the defender of Bobby Dixon right now, Mike James, denying him, putting his body, and by the same time, foreman is denied and defended because he is one pass distance. So straight run and have back screen over there, and it's done. And by the same time, if there is no pass, one fake, and this player coming off the shot, as you see this player reacting to that cut, and shooter after screen, shooter coming off here, he will be wide open also. So some examples from NBA games also, like Kyle Korver as a shooter. This is, I will give you around 20 examples that they use this set play, and almost all the time they found options because such a good, strong shooter, screen and slip, switch, not switch. This is not important for him, but watch the footwork of Korver. 1-2, and he's immediately turning using the curve. He's not going like crazy. He knows that switch or no switch, he's going to take advantage of reading his defense. If the defense cheat under, you see the spacing, very important, all the way corner, all the way corner. If the defender cheats over, this room for him easy to shot. If 5 men, if the time, let's say X on the screen, cheats over, and he passed the ball over there, X5 has to react him. That means dive for him, the 5 man. And the time 5 man dives, this player has to help. And who is ball handler over here will hit that player easily. So this is excellent structure with a simple set play. Off screen creates everything for the other player. I love this set play. Just wanted to share with you. It's a quick, basic offense to create many options if you have really streaky good shooter. Now, this is one of the offense that with Utah Jazz, I can say I have good, let's say, collaboration. During the season, we talk with their coaching staff, share ideas, they send us. We send ideas to them. So they like European style and they use a lot of good ideas, so we share together. And they, during the season 2 years before, they send it and I wanted to share with you. They call this action spalding. So they like to verbalize set plays like us. So spalding is watch the action, pick and pop with 5 men. Main action is over here. So nothing to do right now with the rest of the players. But again, spacing is on the corner. So pick and pop with 5. Many times, reaction of the 5-man defender is sagging off, staying soft over there. Because pick and pop, he's not a threat. But watch this. The pick and pop, same time, the shooter comes off for fake handoff. Because you have shooter over here, 5 men run up to here because shooter is coming. But this is fake action. So he keeps the empty handoff and then immediately turn. So fake and turn over here. Boom, shot. Same. Pick and pop with 5 men. So again, coaches, believe me, this is work. This player puts his hands on knee because he makes this player to think that the action is going over there. Watch. Now, changing the speed, watch how he changed the speed. So until now, all the fundamentals that I emphasize, one of the best shooter in NBA is using. Wait for the screen, body fake over here. So 0 to almost 100 and change the speed. And over here again, what I said, watch his hand. Never will be called. Teach your players using their inner leg and shoulder and arm to have grabbing and pushing little bit. And then, because of the handoff, big man reacts, boom, inside pass. Now, another example. Now I will give you some base out of bounds and side out of bounds, and I will finish. Over here, the example that I will talk is off screens. Watch the action. Maybe if anybody wants to note, I'm just giving these examples to be clue for the off screens that they hit over here with 3. Let's see, as you see, 1.8 seconds. They got the 3 shots because we fouled. We decided to play zone, but then after they played end of the end of the game, they played same action against man-to-man as well. But action is this. Watch now, 5-man fake screen, shooter is over here, point guard and 4-man, 3 inbound. Now, 5 fake screen, 2 goes all the way, 1 has delay pick for 5. So 1 has delay pick for 5, and same time 5 turns and set screen for 2. 2 goes in, wait for the screen, same time 4 for 1, so they try to occupy this player, and they try to hit that shooter over there. 3 shots. Now, this is Milwaukee Bucks, and one of the coaches I strongly believe and follow his strength of out of bounds, and I checked today through Synergy the efficiency of his out of bounds play is pretty efficient. If you have a chance to check, it's almost 70%, which is a high number, that all the base and side out of bounds he's producing score. So watch the action right now. 3-man shooter coming off the screen, curl of stagger, and same time there is 5-man over here setting this hammer action for the guard. So most of the time the reaction is switch. If no switch, doesn't matter. If no switch, strong closeout attack and dish off inside because 5-man is reacting. Another base out of bounds. Again, 3-man coming off. And same time, 4-man right now is different. 4-man setting that screen and slipping inside. Boom. Now, one of the very good action that I like. So, goes in, 4-man inbounder, 4-man coming off 5 and 2. Let's say forward 2 over here. So 5 and 2 stagger for 4-man. And same time, 5 back screen for 2. Off screen action. Watching the rim, they have to step out. An easy position for 5-man. Outside shooter is empty. This is, as I said, another thing to discuss, decision of the offense. But very good structure with good spacing. Now, previously we watched this screen. Shooter was coming off all the way, now curling in. Many of the EuroLeague teams use also. And player comes, and as I said, very important point as a teaching point, using the tight curl on the screens. So watch, very close going off the screen and immediately having tight curl. They are occupied, this player giving help because of the inside cut, and player is over there. His defender has no angle to see the cutter on tight curl. Now, some of the side out of bounds. Down pick, handoff. Sorry, this one that I was going to show. Now, I'm going to show you some Utah examples again, that Bogdanovic has a weapon right now over here, our ex-player. So guard is going, 4-man is going on to corner, point guard screen for 5-man, 5-man turns and set screen for the guard. Again, it's matter of reading, like we talk about Korver. He goes, watch the contact that he has with his player. Little bit push, same thing, coaches, little bit push. Move, now 5-man read it. If he's cheating, you don't move, you just turn and set your body, and then it's matter of decision of the shooter. One more side out of bounds. Bogdanovic, Bojan Bogdanovic, taking the ball out to 5-man. And one more time, pick-to-picker action. instead of back screen, fake and guard turns and it goes to stagger screen action. And one more time, he is going to his own man, coaches. He is not running straight to have the catch and shot. Go to your own man, contact with him, you take the advantage, you act, and then he will react. And because of that, as I showed before, just because of that, this early slit now, this involved the player for rotation, and you have kick out. And bottom line, thank you very much for listening me. It's almost 1.5 hours. Sorry if I spent too much, but I always believe sharing the ideas, talking details is very important, and passionate people like you over here. It's my honor from my side to share all these details. I hope that makes sense for you, because some of the things that I found myself just noting and putting is as a teaching point. I didn't want to blow up your mind, but once we start talking, I think it's good to talk with the details. If anybody has any question or anything to add or anything to react, please tell me that I'm going to be glad.
Thank you so much. You explained heartily everything, I think, and you mentioned one thing that was so important for me: practice like a game situation. It's so important, especially for youth program, because all players come from youth category to EuroLeague or junior. It's so important for coaches to emphasize on practice like a game situation. So if there are any question, let me know, please, coaches.
Okay, then.
There no have question.
Okay.
That was so great. We are waiting for you to another topic again. If you
let's see here. I would like to. These days are good to work, to share, to review our mind. So thank you very much one more time for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. Stay safe.
Bye bye.
Stay safe.
Bye bye.
Bye.